Welcome to episode 1553 of the Multifamily Collective. Today, let's talk about Dyson Vacuum Cleaner. This is just an example of innovation against all odds in some respects. So, Dyson creates this vacuum cleaner that has an onboard vacuum cleaner bag, or it's a round cylinder made out of plastic that you can detach from the vacuum cleaner and actually walk over to the trash can and dump that out. Versus an industry that had been developed sort of like the razor industry. You shave and you have to dispose of the cartridge, you buy more cartridges, so it's like this ongoing rev stream in that you buy the actual shave handle and then you're buying razor blades forever. The vacuum cleaner industry was built under the same premise or a similar premise, and you had a vacuum cleaner that you owned forever, but you bought bags. It was like a $500 million industry, if I'm not mistaken, or if my memory serves me well. $500 million industry that Dyson comes along and disrupts completely, making the trash bag a thing of the past. And as you can imagine, in the early innings, it was very difficult for Dyson to get his product into the marketplace because he had headwinds all over the place, to include consumer behavior, in that people were not used to vacuuming this way and taking the trash, the new vacuum bag off of the vacuum cleaner and going over to the trash can. They were used to doing this other thing. So, retrain a consumer base on a new way of doing things. But my encouragement to you today is to think about the multifamily industry in this respect. There are many things in our industry. I don't have top of mind, tip of tongue things to use as examples, but there are things in our industry that I have to imagine are subject to that same sort of dynamic, that we've been doing it one way forever because that is just the way it worked best, or it worked best at that moment in time, or through these lots of moments in time. And I have to believe now, with the advent of the internet, with the advent of social media, with the advent of artificial intelligence, with all of these advancements in technology, we are at a moment in time where you can take things, you need to move that plant. Makes me look like I have sprouts in my head. Sorry for you listening on a podcast, but it makes more sense on YouTube. But we are at a moment in time with all of this advancement in technology where we can disrupt the industry, and people are out there doing it now. And I have to imagine that in the next 18 to 36 months, our industry is going to evolve drastically. I have this vision that we are going to take computers off of every desk across our portfolio at some point in time. And we are on the cusp of doing that. And I think one of the ways we're going to be able to do that is the advent of AI. Just think about this now. Today, you pick up a phone, you have a bunch of apps on your phone, and you have to get to things through these sort of touch and or click. In the future, in the near future, the very near future, you are not going to have to do that. That will not be necessary. You will simply say to whatever little device you have, bring up today's availability, and that will happen. And you won't need a display for that. It'll be even more nuanced than that. That's a bad example. Can you tell me about apartment 502 status of availability? And it will just tell you the answer. AI will just tell you the answers. And anything that you might need as it relates to move apartment 502 into the system. Move 502 out of the system. All of these things that we need to do on a daily basis, if we even need to do it at all, because much of that will be disappeared behind the scenes, will be done through voice. And that UI and the UX will be so drastically different. It's hard to even imagine what it'll look like today, but the puck is probably the Google Voice or the Alexa. Those types of devices are going to be the future. And the idea of a screen is not, in my head, not going to be a thing, at least not as it exists today. So anyway, I'm getting off track. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.